Hey everyone, I'm Michelle Lilly. I'm a singer, a songwriter, an entrepreneur, a mom, and yes, I love to cook. Welcome to my channel, Michelle Lilly TV, where you'll find everything from official videos to live shows, and also me cooking right at home all of my favorite recipes just for you. Subscribe now, and welcome to my journey. Hey everyone, it's your girl Michelle Lilly. Welcome to Cooking with Michelle Lilly on Michelle Lilly TV. Before we get started today, there's one very important thing you all have to do, and you must press subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel if you love it so that you can continue to follow all the amazing recipes and music videos and behind the scenes footage that I post all the time so that you can just stay in the know with what your girl's doing. And make sure you stream my new album, Pop, out worldwide in all your favorite digital stores. Catch it on Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, Amazon Music, Google Play, you name it, it's there. So today, to accompany this episode, you're gonna be listening to Don't Want Your Love. Also, give it a wonderful thumbs up if you love this video, and please comment. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Leave me some suggestions, what kind of recipes you'd like to see me make, and we'll go from there. So today I have a really fun recipe. It is super simple, not complicated at all, and doesn't take a lot of time at all. I have my ingredients right behind me, and they are fresh from the farm. We are going to be making some fresh zucchini and squash fritters, aka frittelle. I absolutely love them. Let's get cooking. Okay, so I just want to show you my ingredients for the day. I have 2 yellow squash straight from the farm, as I said, so nice and fresh. 2 zucchinis. I have a nice mixing bowl. I have my grater. I have fresh eggs from the farm, and I have all-purpose flour. It's unbleached. And just my little measuring cup, and that's all you need, together with a pan with, I use extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on so it gets nice and hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and shred these, and then I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. I believed everything you said to me. I believed all your words. Then you left me, all of a sudden you were gone in an instant away. Didn't know what to do, then you came running to me, said that we weren't through. I don't want your love. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. It is so amazing, these fresh ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and mix them together. The zucchini and the squash. That color is just beautiful, okay? And then I actually went ahead and chopped up some fresh basil. I've done this with fresh parsley before and it was delicious. This is actually the first time I'm trying it with fresh basil, and I think it's gonna be a hit. Then we go ahead and put, trying not to make a mess here. Exactly. Real cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 cups of flour. That was just about 3/4. This thing is totally exploding on me. Okay, give it a little more. Okay, that's about 2 cups of flour. Sorry. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. And 2 eggs. Give me a second because I gotta crack these babies in there. And then we're just gonna give it a stir and we'll go from there. Okay, so after I gave it a good stir, as you can see, all the ingredients are mixed together. You can still see that it's very watery. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit at a time of flour. Haha, this time I used a smaller spoon. I would say that's about maybe 1/3 of a cup. And you continue to stir it until the viscosity changes and it becomes more dense. It needs to be, you know, more, not quite a dough. Obviously there's vegetables in it, but it doesn't need to be a batter. It shouldn't be too runny because it does need to stay in place when you put it in the oil. Okay, so right there, getting better, but not quite there. So we're gonna add another bit. So I always say, you know, do 2 cups first, and then depending on your vegetables, obviously, you know, I used 2 zucchini, 2 squash. They're different sizes. Hence, if you use, you know, smaller ones, they'll be less so. You'll have less zucchini and squash in there, and obviously then less water. But those squash were pretty large compared to the zucchini, so they obviously let out a lot of water. But I think we're pretty much there. This is looking really good right now. Just continue to add flour and stir, add flour and stir. In the meantime, that oil is nice and hot. You can see that. Okay. And I would say that's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna get a spoon and we're gonna start popping that in the oil. Okay, so I have the fan going, so don't mind that noise. It's ready for us right here, and I do have 2 plates that I covered with double sheet of paper towel just to soak in that oil. And you're gonna take a nice scoop and literally drop it like it's hot. They don't need to look pretty, they just need to be delicious. That's what I always say. And scoop. Don't put too many in at the same time, because the more you put in the pot, you obviously change the temperature of the oil, and the oil will become cold if you put a bunch of cold ingredients. So I would say about 4 at a time. As you can see, they cook really fast. So that one I'm gonna flip. Woo! That is amazing. And as they start to brown, then go ahead and flip them. You just want to make sure that the inside gets cooked as well, because you know there are eggs in there. We don't want anything to be left raw. They need to cook nicely. I'm going to take this one out, which was the first one we did. Amazing. Drop it right there. I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of these. And then I'm going to do the whole bowl. Okay, so I decided to pull out my trusty tongs. This makes it a lot easier to turn them. So that looks amazing. They're definitely ready. And I'm going to take these next ones out. So while they're still hot, make sure you sprinkle some salt on them, because they'll soak up that salt and they'll be so delish. I had actually opened one for you guys to show you what it looks like on the inside. Oh my gosh, it's nice and like bready and doughy on the inside, nice and lightly crunchy on the outside, and nice and soft on the inside. So let's go ahead and keep the ball rolling. I got my spoon here, and basically I do another batch until all this is done. And this is really a great recipe because it's so good. It really requires very little. You know, there's hardly any ingredients involved. There's also fresh ingredients, and although it's fried, it's still healthy because, you know, it's full of vegetables. It's a great way to hide vegetables from your kids if they don't want vegetables. Just tell them it's donuts. That's basically what it is. It's vegetable donuts, but salted version. And that's it. Your kids will have no idea, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so good, I want more. Yet they're stuffing their face with zucchini and squash and basil. Okay, here you go. Our zucchini and squash fritters. Okay, so they are done. Here you go. Zucchini and squash fritters. So some people probably like them as a side dish to maybe like a meat or a fish, or you can use them as an appetizer. I absolutely love them just on their own. I mean, you can just like grab it and eat it. Which I do actually while I'm cooking them, because there's nothing like a nice and hot fritter straight from the stove. I suggest you try it. However, it does work a little better if you let them sit just for a few minutes so that everything can kind of come together. And Mimi says hi. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, Michelle Lily TV, and I will see you next time. Ciao.